I look in the car, I see a whole lot of leopard print inside. I see some leopard print on the suitcase back. Is this like the 1960s version of Snooki right here? Is that what that is?
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. Cougar just wasn't a good print, so I figured I'm going to go with the leopard.
I don't know the age difference between a cougar and a leopard, but we're going to let that be what it is.
We're not going to admit to anything.
You know, speaking of Snooki, I mean, it is normal for people from New Jersey to move down to Florida.
I was born in Pennsylvania, so I have a little bit, close to that border, but hopefully I don't sound the same.
A couple White Claws in it, then it'll come out maybe, you know?
Yeah, definitely.
Let's go. All right, Skeeter White here with a very special guest. We got the first lady on the Skeeter White channel. You know what I mean? How are you today?
Great, how are you?
Great, great. So what's your name first off?
Diane Burns.
Diane Burns. All right, so why don't you tell us about this car behind us?
Well, we've got my dream car here. I've been waiting for a long time for this little baby. It's a 1965 Ford Thunderbird. Nice maroon color. Original color happened to be gold when it was built, and about 20 years ago the owners took really good care of it and they gave it a fresh paint. It's actually a 1988 Chevy paint color, but we don't like to say that too loud because it looks maroon and we love it.
Hater. All right, so about the engine and transmission, what can you tell us about that?
I can't tell you a thing, but it's beautiful because I'm not the car guy. My husband, Jim's the car guy. He knows everything there is to know about every engine part, but if you look at it, it's just beautiful. So it does have a lot of TLC that was given to it. So it's fancy looking, and I like it.
It is fancy looking. I'll tell you this. It says 390 on the air cleaner right there.
We're that as true because
you know what I mean? Look, I can barely read, but I can read that, and I'll tell you what.
That's a good thing.
That's a big old honking engine right there. That's all you got to know.
Yeah, it's nice. It handles nice. It runs nice. It's just super fun to drive. And as I said, my mom had one when I was a kid, and I loved it, and I was very sad when they got rid of it. So my dream has always been to have that car, and today I have it. So I'm really thrilled to share it.
Dreams do come true, ladies and gentlemen. That's just how we do out here, and cars will make that happen. Now, you guys just got the car. All right, so what are your plans with it? What do you want to do with it?
Well, luckily, because it's in such great condition, the inside, there's really nothing to do. Very tiny, maybe some cosmetic things. Of course, I like to decorate it, with my little flair. But other than that, there's really not much we have to do. Now, of course, we have a little bit of sunburn from the Arizona weather that it endured. So that'll be, in another year or two, we'll probably freshen up the outside. But other than that, he's just doing little tweaks to the brakes and the steering. And other than that, I'm on the road.
Oh, good. Look, an Arizona sunburn's a little bit different than a Florida sunburn. You're going to have to, sunblock up a little bit, you know?
Yeah. There are a couple little blemishes, but hey, she's a beauty.
She is a beauty, I'll tell you that. Now, I saw in the trunk, we got some suitcases back there, and we just did an interview with your husband right there with the Power Wagon. Like, you're packed up, ready to go. He's like, look, you gave me the car. I'm out of here, brother.
So my goal here to get the dream car was to be able to put the key in and go. Because Jim is awesome and very talented and very skilled and amazing when he builds cars. I just didn't want to wait that long. So I was a little more anxious to get my car so I could ride along with him and not have to wait till my car was built.
I feel you don't want to do the game where you pump the gas a couple times, you turn it, you jiggle the wire on the battery. You didn't want to do all that?
No, a turnkey all the way. This girl's ready to go. I've watched a lot of cars being built at my house, and so this was my turn to just, let's go.
I got you. Now, I did have to ask, I look in the car, I see a whole lot of leopard print inside. I see some leopard print on the suitcase back. Is this like the 1960s version of Snooki right here? Is that what that is?
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. I got to make a name for myself, and, Cougar just wasn't a good print, so I figured I'm going to go with the leopard.
We're going to go with leopard. Look, I don't know the age difference between a cougar and a leopard, but we're going to let that be what it is.
We're not going to admit to anything.
Nah, we ain't going to say nothing. Now, speaking of Snooki, I mean, it is normal for people from New Jersey to move down to Florida. You know what I mean? So it makes sense to this down here.
I'm from Pennsylvania originally. I was born in Pennsylvania, so I have a little bit, close to that border, but hopefully I don't sound the same.
No. You're good. We won't hold it against you if it starts to come out.
A little bit every once in a while, that little twang, but
couple White Claws in it, then it'll come out maybe.
Yeah, definitely. But I'm super excited to be able to drive it, and he's been going to car shows for our entire marriage, so it's time for me to kind of get on that same little wagon.
F&A right. Now, as far as the interior goes, I mean, it looks pretty damn good to me,
It's
but
wonderful. It's all white with lots of chrome, which is something I wasn't anticipating. And when you get inside, you just feel like you're in a lap of luxury. And it's kind of like spaceship design. The front dash and all the controls, it's not like anything you see today. And I think that's kind of the novelty of this car is people see it and they want to get in there and touch it and they want to, experience it. So I'm happy to share it. That's why we're here, just to have fun and make experiences for other people to have memories and reminisce if they've ever had one of these cars, which luckily I did.
I feel you. Now I have to ask, you said you had one when you were a kid, so what's the best story you have in that car?
Oh, it was just the whole spaceship feel when you got in the car. And as a kid, I wasn't in the driver's side, but the neatest thing about this car is the swing-away steering. So you can just move the gear shift just a little and that steering wheel slides over and you have so much room to get in and out. It's just a cool little feature that this car has that you just don't see that.
No, you don't. My goodness. I mean, we're learning a whole lot about these Thunderbirds now. You're educating old Skeeter White. So, yeah, we definitely appreciate you giving us time. Anything else you want to say about the car?
I hope to be here for many more shows.
Awesome. Well, we definitely appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.